What's this doodle?
Hello. Big. Security. Trying. Door to.
Looks like a diagram or something.
Door to. Darkness.
Oh! D. T. D.
DTD.
The fuck you guys talking about?
Say, fellas, did somebody mention the door to darkness?
And welcome. You didn't cut me off. I was expecting you to cut me off.
We did the welcome like 7 minutes ago.
I'm Gavin.
I'm
Important.
a little bit.
He's having a fucking stroke. You can see the gum here on the fucking audio.
Is this like a mountain painting sort of situation? Please don't come in my room.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Are you the only one that doesn't know that story?
Yeah.
Funny.
Oh my
I
god.
think you should tell the story.
We're not on any
On the
topic right
podcast? Are we trying to monetize this one?
I mean,
A lot of our videos aren't going to get monetized no matter what we do.
yeah, whatever. Anyway,
I came to a mountain painting. That's the gist of it. I feel like if I put more context, it'd be less funny.
Can you link the mountain painting in the chat?
I probably could. I think I know the exact
check below in this video after it's posted. See
Are you going to edit it
I'm
in?
just going to have it as the background for the entire thing.
I'd have to look, but I think... Holy...
Find that picture and send it to Jordan, please.
Deadass probably could.
Okay,
Alright, first off, are we actually going to pause and get talking points, or is this off the dome?
let's just fuck it. Let's
Yeah,
just
Off the dome?
Yeah.
We
We got enough people who know what they're talking about now.
Yeah, dude.
The last one was important because...
Okay, alright, we probably can more
Just use like a similar branch as the other time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, anyway. Are we starting again?
No, that was it. We've
We're
been
good.
starting.
Yeah, we can start
Okay,
talking about
alright,
various
fuck it.
topics.
I want
and
all
stuff.
that to stay in.
Censor that part out.
Yeah, censor this out as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This isn't going to get edited at all. No way.
We'll fix it in post.
I will.
Hi, Christian is the editor.
I mean, he's if anything,
Probably here
he's
for a
dedicated.
reason.
Alright. So, moving into it for reals.
Mm-hmm.
Expectations versus reality.
For what?
For
Kingdom
you.
Hearts?
For Kingdom Hearts 2.
So, I'm going to say a lot of heretical shit, maybe? I don't know.
Just
Honestly.
say how you're feeling.
So, I expected going into Kingdom Hearts 2 from Kingdom Hearts 1
Uh-huh.
that Kingdom Hearts 2 was going to be like a mind-boggling fucking experience. Because Kingdom Hearts 1 was fucking insane when I played it as a kid.
Mhm.
I don't even fucking really like Disney shit that much. I don't even really fucking like Final Fantasy shit that much. I don't even really fucking like anime type shit that much. I don't know what's going on in Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, just
Like,
anybody.
90% of the time, but that shit was so pog, bro.
Uh-huh.
Like, I already don't like ants, and one of the first enemies you beat is a fucking ant with no heart.
Uh-huh.
That's pog. But like I'm gonna have to compare again a lot for the expectations. But Kingdom Hearts 1 was amazing, amazing game.
Okay.
Don't know where it is on the list because I played a lot of games. And again, going into Kingdom Hearts 2, I thought it was gonna be top 10 for me. I was gonna have to like move some stuff, which is impossible.
Uh-huh.
But that was at least the expectation going into it. Then we'll move on to the reality of the game that I experienced.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Were the first 20 to 30 hours of that fucking game ass. Absolute shit. Like, it's even more ass when the person who told you to play the game points out how many design flaws that they're in the game so that you notice them more and more as you continue to play. Like, I never noticed how bad Roxas felt
Yeah.
until you explicitly explained it to me in detail in the middle of me, like transitioning. It was terrible, and thank God that I had a coach, honestly, because that's what you were for a lot of it.
Uh-huh.
to fucking help me through that prologue area. And another thing is so I'm not gonna beat myself down here. I'm very bad at video games. Unless I put a couple thousand hours into them, I'm good at the video game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not good at video games right off the bat. Not quickly, but not that quickly. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So let me tell you that even after the prologue, figuring out the controls and the backwards controls and stuff.
She was so annoying.
And when you were coaching me, you having the regular controls and me playing the backwards controls. And even so far to the extent where I would play other games and come back and try to use those controls from the other games that I would be playing. And I would try to go back to regular English controls, and then I would have to rewire my mind again like 3 times to get the fucking controls right and the menu and correct and shit. So the reality of that game is even after all the extreme design flaws, all the shitty fucking like enemy designs where you have to like, it feels like you have to take a hit or just be fucking insanely good at something.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a really good game, actually, which is pretty insane. Because, fuck, man. The first 20, 30 hours of that game, holy fuck. I wanted to shit my pants.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the next 30 hours of that game, I wanted to shit my pants, dude. That was good. Like, that was really good. I could go on and on about the fucking reality of that game. Because the combat systems, holy fuck. The beginning of the game, you just throw Keyblade. Yeah. And then, you get your ass beat by the same part in the Mulan world 27 times in a row.
Fucking
You know what I'm saying? Not me. I didn't do that.
Yeah,
first
I do it
He
first
got it,
try.
exactly.
First try.
Yeah, I've done it. If you don't know, guys, I'm kind of a gamer. Sorry.
Perfect run, actually, in Kingdom Hearts 2.
I don't think it's actually ever been done before. I might be world's first.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it just is what it is. When you're a gamer, it just falls into place. But yeah, towards the end of that shit, I felt so confident because I was learning more so how to use my tools, but even if I didn't use my tools, I could just fucking... The magnet thing in the air, the explosion was insane, the combo breaks, all the shit, the customization. Even to the point where you would take some things off because they were only good in maybe certain situations, or they were good for, like, nothing. So they were just shit, and you would just leave them the fuck off.
Dude, the thing about Kingdom Hearts 2 that really, like, makes me think that its combat is, like, just so good is they pack so many different abilities into 2 buttons. And you know what you're getting every time. You know exactly, like, how it's going to work. And you don't have to do anything. And it always does what you want it to do.
They turned a turn-based RPG into a real-time action RPG.
Honestly, yeah, because, like, the whole, like, menuing thing. And, you know what's, like, insane about that as well is, like I said, even after, like, I don't think I played it for 60 hours. I played it for a fucking too damn long.
Right.
But even after playing it for too damn long hours, I've used, like, none of the limits.
Yeah.
Or there's, like, so many things that I haven't used that I still would want to.
You haven't used, like, you haven't used any of the summons, I don't think.
The first time I used Duck Flare was in the data organization fight.
No, I made you use it once earlier.
Oh.
But you didn't use it.
The first time I did it actively was in the data organization fight.
Yeah, that game has a lot of different stuff going on. But it's all so simple, like, when you figure it out. And the game doesn't, like, force you to learn anything, but it rewards you for the more you learn. If that makes sense. Yeah. So, like, you can still beat, like, every boss in the game just doing regular guard and Keyblade swings. You don't need to do anything else. You can do that. But if you take the time to learn, like, how to actually, like, turn a reflect into a combo, how many hits and stuff you can get onto a boss before they retaliate, like, because they'll do it at the same time every time. And you can use that to your advantage to get different results, and you can learn.
That being said, if you're playing the game on critical, which I feel is like almost a must because of like the story implications and stuff like that, you can't get through the game just swinging your blade blocking. You need to learn those combos and reflect and like da, or you are not going to beat the game.
It's true. You can have a really hard time going.
But you can do it. It is possible.
Oh my god.
There's some boss fights out there that you can't block lasers. Like,
you just dodge.
You can't. You cannot dodge fast enough. There's a cooldown to that button.
You dodge the lasers.
Dodge, yeah.
A
lot of the attacks are actually timed to the dodge, so you can get
what was that one fight
that
I really had to deal with that had to like reflect like 16 fucking attacks? I think I had you beat that boss for me.
Was it that was the Nightmare Before Christmas one.
No, not the night. I mean, we all went on that one for like 4 hours trying to beat that boss, but that's not the one I'm talking about.
Boss?
Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, it's
Spits
like...
out the coins?
No, the coins. That was an easy fight, to be honest. Forgetting what the fight was. It was one of the final. It was one of the final boss fights. It was one of the final boss fights. Was it the final boss?
It was the final boss.
Fuck, you could not do that fight without reflect.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, you can. Zemnis, when he throws you.
Oh, Zemnis? Oh, okay.
Because by that point, I mean, especially if you go through on critical, you get a lot of skills and stuff.
I know, but
the last boss fight's not that hard.
Not even if you go through on critical. If you start the game on critical, you get a lot kind of
Yeah.
As soon as you start the game.
Yeah, you have to.
I mean, you need it.
Yeah, it's like, and I kind of do think this is bad game design when the game is only really how it's supposed to be designed when you play it on a specific difficulty.
Yeah.
Because if you play it on beginner, standard, or proud, it's not the same game. It's fucking ridiculously easy. You don't have to do anything and you'll win. But when you play it on critical, you actually have to think. And, yeah, I think that's bad game design. But
thinking is hard.
Game fucking good. Why game bad, Gavin?
Question or
what the fuck is going on?
I don't know if this is going to be a bold thing to anybody, but I fucking hate the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Like, the whole fucking thing. Like, the whole Kingdom Hearts franchise, I hate it.
Kingdom Hearts 1 makes
Okay,
perfect sense in a vacuum.
Yeah,
It's brilliant. It's a
if you
good
give
story.
it a bunch of, like,
What are you
exclusions and exceptions...
confused about, Gavin? Explain to me.
Fucking
Is it the
every-
bodies?
This is my no-brainer.
Is it the bodies without a heart?
That's like the easiest thing to understand about. Like, your nobodies and heartless, that's perfectly fine to understand.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is, like, why the fuck does Roxas why does Roxas look like some random dude from another game?
He doesn't look like a random dude.
Does.
He looks like a specific dude.
Well, yeah.
And there's a specific reason for it that you don't understand.
Yes. Yeah, speaking of stupid, fuck this fucking game.
Because, look...
This has been fun, but I wasted enough of my life playing Kingdom Hearts 2, so I'm not going to continue this podcast.
Abel's got to poop, so he's just going to go home instead.
Alright, I get a chair.
Hell yeah.
I get a chair.
What was it talking about?
Why Kingdom Hearts bad?
Why Kingdom Hearts?
Okay, fucking what Gavin said though is super pog. I'll just 2 seconds for me talk. I'll let you go.
Okay. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
It's fine. Go.
Kingdom Hearts 1 does make perfect sense for Kingdom Hearts 1.
Okay.
Holy shit. Kingdom Hearts 2.
Subsequent games only add more questions. They barely answer anything. Only introduce more problems.
That's not exactly true.
It's kind of true.
No, what it does is it gives you the answers, but it gives them to you in such a shitty way that it makes you confused and have more questions.
I think I read something about how the writer, like, he said that his process is he just thinks of cool things that he wants to have happen in the story, and then comes up with the reasons later.
Yeah, so the reasons do kind of make sense, but they're not good reasons.
They make sense, you know why? Because they just keep making more fucking games to explain them.
Well, yeah, but...
That's not a good way to write them.
I agree.
I agree, but, you know, it's not the worst writing, it's just bad writing.
Where does Dream Drop Distance fit into anything?
What is what?
Where does Dream Drop Distance fit into anything?
Where does the $60 musical Kingdom Hearts Switch game experience?
I can explain both of those very easily. Those both have answers.
But then why was Sora... So at the beginning of Dream Drop Distance, Jensen's like, oh yes, Sora, you've been practicing with the Keyblade, but you're still but a mere pussy.
Yeah, Because you're not a Keyblade Master yet.
Yeah, well,
so you got to take the Mark of Mastery exam.
You killed all this bullshit!
But the Mark of Mastery exam, I forget exactly why, but they can't do it in, like, reality for some reason. So he puts them to sleep so they can do it in their dreams instead, and they can take the test.
For some reason.
Okay.
That's not for some reason. That is the reason.
Here's the real question. Why the fuck does it matter if you're a master?
Now,
Sora has been kicking
that
the shit
is a
out of
good
everything.
question. That one doesn't.
It doesn't.
Fuck
That's
you,
the answer.
It doesn't
Jensen. You
fucking
don't
matter.
mean shit.
Anyway, we're talking a lot about like Kingdom Hearts. Oh shit!
I've never heard of that game. Can you tell me some more on that one?
Almost fucking died right there. Talking about Kingdom Hearts 2, okay? Story.
That
look,
shit still links to Kingdom Hearts, though, pussy.
I know, but look, Kingdom Hearts 2 story is not good, but it does make sense eventually. Eventually, you can find all the answers. They're not in good ways, which is fair. But
that's true, and that's exactly what makes it not make sense. Because it's bullshit. Who wants to find out the answer? I have no fucking idea what's going on at the end where I fight that mysterious man with the Keyblade and the armor. That was cool as fuck.
That's just a tease for the next game.
But like, that's still part of like.
But it's not part of the original. It's part of the re-release.
That's facts.
So it was made to promote the next game.
He had a cool
samurai
moveset though.
I don't know if you noticed, but that guy is the same guy from the secret cutscene at the end.
Yeah.
So, maybe someday soon, eventually, we'll play Birth by Sleep, and those questions will be answered.
Maybe we'll play Chain of Memories.
I do want to do like a one-off episode or like a few episodes, but I'm not doing a full playthrough of that shitty game.
Imagine having to use cards.
I'd do a Kingdom Hearts playthrough with you or something.
A Chain of Memories?
But we both played Kingdom Hearts.
Well, one of the other ones.
What? You haven't played any of the...
I've played 1, 2, and 3.
Oh.
God, you're the problem. He's the problem.
No, he's the regular gamer. You're the problem.
But you explained everything to me already, though, so that's...
But he hasn't played the games.
He played 1, 2, and 3. He doesn't even fucking play Kingdom Hearts Illuminati Edition. Like, what the fuck?
But those are all connected. They come out chronologically.
That's the
most
problem.
of the time.
That's the problem.
Well, Chain of Memories is out chronologically.
Is it?
Yeah.
Never.
What do you mean? It goes 1, and then it goes Chain of Memories, and then Chain of Memories happens at the same time as 358 over 2 days, and then Kingdom Hearts 2 happens after both of those games. And then
358 over 2 days.
Birth by Sleep before 1.
You just did calculus.
Yeah, and then Birth by Sleep is before 1.
I need Gab to explain that one to me.
Recoded is after 2. Birth by Sleep is after 2. Or not Birth by Sleep. Dream Drop Distance is both. They're both after 2. And then 3 is after those.
And to the regular gamer, you sound like you just did crack. That's so dumb.
I get it, but
I don't know how the fuck the average person... This also goes for fucking some Legend of Zelda type shit as well, because I don't understand Legend of Zelda timeline. But just keep that in mind while I'm explaining this. I don't fucking understand how Kingdom Hearts game go, because there's Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, which, good, I understand number 1, 2, and 3, but they have fucking Kingdom Hearts 2.57 divided by 6, and Kingdom Hearts fucking...
Robbie didn't believe me the other day when I told him that 2.8 was not 2.5 with extra stuff.
What the fuck is that? You gamers that are watching this, what, do you hear this, man? Kingdom Hearts 2.8? What the fuck? I'm so... Kingdom Hearts fucking Dream.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know one of the games that comes in 2.8?
Huh? Is it a collection of things?
It's called Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Final Chapter Prologue.
Do you like this? Like,
why did they gotta bring the decimals into Kingdom Hearts, man?
And that's why it's 2.8.
Oh my god!
It's the other point too.
Yeah. And this is why. This is the exact reason. I think you understand now why nobody gives a shit and why Kingdom Hearts doesn't make sense to the average person, because they have this stupid shit.
I get it. But
like even when I was thinking about like buying Kingdom Hearts in bundles,
uh-huh.
I had no fucking idea what bundle to buy because it all
Get
came
the-
in calculus
so
equations.
Well, I think on PC they don't have the story so far bundle,
They have
which
Kingdom
is what you
Hearts
would want to buy.
1.5 and 2.5, Kingdom Hearts 3, and then Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
2.8, right?
But I
But the
don't-
story
okay.
so far has 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8, all in one bundle.
It's the big ass.
You can
So,
buy,
like,
you
what
can
if
buy
I-
two bundles. You can buy the one that has 1 and 2, and
Right.
then a couple other ones.
Yeah.
But I think
1 and 2 are sold together now, I think,
Yeah.
everywhere now.
Yeah, there is another one that has like all the cutscenes and stuff for all the other ones.
That's in 1.5 and 2.5.
That's in 1.5 and 2.
Yeah, because
Okay.
1.5 has all the cutscenes for 358 over 2 days,
Mhm.
and then 2.5 has all the cutscenes from Recoded. So you can't play those games on those collections, but you can watch all the cutscenes.
Okay.
That's ridiculous. So for like the average person, the average Joe, the average gamer,
Yeah.
what the fuck is like the best
If
Kingdom Hearts 1? What is the best version of Kingdom Hearts 1? Is it just 1.5?
1.5 because it's yeah.
Okay,
1.5.
and then what's the best version of Kingdom Hearts 2?
2.5.
You need to understand, 2.8 is not actually Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the collection.
2.8 does not have Kingdom Hearts 2 in it at all. So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. If you buy Kingdom Hearts 2.8, it does not have 2 in it at all. It doesn't even have anything that 2.5 has. They're completely two different bundles of games.
Okay, so you would want Kingdom Hearts 1.5, Kingdom Hearts 2.5, then Kingdom Hearts 3.
2.8, and then 3.
Why would you want 2.8? What's in 2.8? Hold on, what?
3
It's all
completely
standard.
different
It's
stuff.
all the like side things.
It's okay, so
2.8
so
is all the
here's
side
how it
ones?
goes. In 1.5, it has 1 Chain of Memories and then
the
358 over 2
remakes.
days. Because those are like chronologically kind of how the games go. 1 happens and then
Why kinda?
those 2 happen. Because 358 over 2 days came out after 2, but it takes place before 2.
You know that Sunny in Philadelphia meme?
No.
Where he's like pointing at the fucking
Oh yeah,
thing?
yeah.
That's what it feels like trying to explain.
Okay. But so it has all those, and then 2 has
There is a Zenness that he's been waiting for these
2 has 2.5 has 2. It has Birth by Sleep, and it has the cutscenes from Recoded, because that's how those games came out in that order. And then 2.8 does not have 2. It has instead 0.2 Final Chapter Prologue. It has Dream Drop Distance, and it has the cutscenes for the mobile game Union Cross. Because those cutscenes
I've
are
never
canon.
even heard of such a game before.
Holy
It
shit.
wasn't too bad, honestly.
Union Cross?
And then
Yeah.
after, so 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and then 3?
And then 3, and then Melody of Memory. That's the rhythm game.
Oh, okay.
Because that's canon.
Is there
Really?
so there's
Yeah.
actual
Holy
story?
shit.
We are talking so much about, like...
It's because it matters.
I know.
I want them to know that I don't like this game series.
It's a lot.
So here's the
But-
deal. Kingdom Hearts is god awful. But I would play it again tonight.
Dude, yeah, I literally, after I had got done being the organization parts, I was like, bro, it'd be so sick to go back and beat the ass of all those bitches that beat me.
I wish there was a fucking New Game Plus, too. That'd be really good.
Dude.
You
That
could
would
do
make the game so fucking good. 'cause
You could do the early bosses with Reflega. Oh my god.
Lord, that would be so
Crazy.
fun. And but imagine like the early bosses, but just like with like a little bit more health. Like fuck it, like you're already doing crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck man. Now you're speaking my language.
Jeez.
But here's the thing as well. Like for the average gamer as well, even though the lore doesn't make sense for the average
Why are you
person,
gesturing to me like I'm an
because you
average
said 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You played
You're
1,
the
2, 3.
average gamer.
That's why I'm saying. I'm identifying you with me. We're identifying.
You
each
own
other.
these games, why don't you play them?
Fuck you.
Play other games.
Got him.
Play Birth by Sleep. Don't play Chain of Memories, it's a waste of time.
Play with me.
Play with him!
Play with him.
I do too.
Yeah.
I guess.
Who wants to play the Yakuza games with me? Fuck it,
You
we're
know
talking
what?
about
That might be
everything.
better, because you skipped them for some reason. And so
I
we can do
didn't
that,
have
and then
hand-
and
I
then we
didn't
can come
have
back to
handheld
Brandon for
consoles.
3.
Bro, I
That's
had
true.
a PS2 and I went to the fucking Xbox 360. I'm not gonna fucking buy a whole bunch of handheld consoles to play these fucking games, bro.
Yeah, I agree. They also all did come out on different handheld consoles.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
every single one.
literally different consoles.
It was GBA. It was GBA, and then
There's one on
DS.
the fucking PS
There's
Vita.
one on the
PSP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Extra bizarre.
Fuck, dude.
Why?
3DS.
He got Robert Living.
You know what's weird? Why were
There was
so
two
many
on
on
the 3DS,
Nintendo
Bro, I'm
consoles?
just getting fucking
What the
games.
games, like the main games, were never on a
Yeah,
Nintendo console.
yeah. Until now,
Till now.
and it's broken.
Well,
That game does not work on Switch.
Anyways, to the
It is
to the
buggy
average
as fuck.
average gamer.
Have you seen any of this shit
On
that's
Switch?
coming out for the Switch? Any of the bugs and stuff?
No.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So fucking Trinity Limit is bugged on the Switch. So whenever
Just
you
in general, doesn't work.
well, no, it does work too well. So they got like the button to like, so you know how you do the like brake combo or whatever, the ultimate drive and all that stuff. The triangle and the X ones got swapped, but when they did, or like they didn't get swapped, but for some reason their like keys did or something. So when you hit X, it switches the triangle one over to ending the combo. So then you can just use the melee combo over and over and over again to get 1,000 hit combos. And Trinity Limit damage scales off of your Trinity Limit, or like how many hits you got. So if you get 1,000 hits, you just fucking do ridiculous damage.
Oh man.
So people can beat
Sounds useful.
people can beat Lingering Will 100% of the time in 3 Trinity Limits. So you do Trinity Limit, and then you just like Ether or Elixir or whatever, get your mana back, and Trinity Limit again, and do it again, and he's dead every time.
Damn.
Because you get 1,000 fucking hit Trinity Limit combos.
Did you post that video in the Discord?
Which one?
Because I think I've seen a fight where he did that.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's fucking... Man, that game's broken on Switch. Not good.
But I was also gonna say what Robbie said, how like he played again to the average person, the average lad who only played 1, 2, and 3. They don't really care about the story that much, anyways, because the gameplay is where it's fucking at.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like,
yeah, not every game has the Lion King level in it.
whew, that was the first time.
Not every game has the Pirates of the Caribbean level in it.
Man, no other game should, to be honest.
Oh, man.
God.
Dude, I know you can like cast fire in wisdom form and move.
Uh-huh.
Didn't feel as good as Lion King casting fire and moving.
Yeah.
That shit was.
Well, you can
balls.
move like in any direction while you're doing it. In Wisdom form, you like home in on the next enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Final Fire, huh?
Unbalanced.
Unbalanced. Have you seen any of like the episodes recently? So we're doing like the data org fights, and
Like,
my god,
like I can like play the game somewhat well and get the bosses down like maybe 3-4 bars, but they have like 10 fucking 12 bars of health. And then once I get them 3 or 4 bars down and I see that they have 10 bars of health, I'm like, all right, final form, and then I'm just fire.
and you just fire juggle them, and
And
every fire takes like a bar of health.
Goddamn.
So what did you think of the Sephiroth boss fight?
God.
You want to know something?
Yeah.
It was insanely easy.
Yeah?
I was so surprised.
That fight is so easy.
Because coming from Kingdom Hearts 1 Sephiroth,
Brutal.
I thought I was like, when he said that I had to beat Sephiroth,
You were like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna do it. There's no way. I couldn't, like, it took me, like, literally took me probably 15 hours of game time to beat Kingdom Hearts 1 Sephiroth. Because I was like, this shit is fucking insane. But yeah, I went up to fucking Sephiroth and I was like, oh, you just, final fire.
Do you remember what episode you fought Sephiroth in?
I don't.
You know, I happen to have
He's
some
got
information
notes.
with me.
Oh,
shit.
let's see it.
You know,
yeah,
you
we asked
in
him a lot of questions.
You asked in episode 90, Sephiroth. You asked me a couple questions,
Okay.
and I felt obliged to write them down and get you some answers.
Hell yeah!
And so I have.
Oh.
All right. So question 1, you asked, "Hey Gavin, what is the length of Sephiroth's sword?" And that is a difficult question to answer. Canonically, Sephiroth has had 2 different heights.
Okay.
So depending on his height, his sword length changes. So if he's 6'1", then his sword is 7'2". If he is 6'4", his sword is 7'6".
Holy shit! That's a big fucking sword.
That's crazy.
Is that just from like all the metal, or from like the bottom of the?
From the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Fuck.
probably like a good foot of fucking, like just handle.
Holy shit!
All right. Next, you said, "Hey Gavin, how heavy is Cloud's Buster Sword in grams, in ounces, and then in gallons?"
I hope you have an answer.
Okay, so the gallons were a little bit hard to get, but I calculated if his sword is made out of steel, we could get it. So first off, his sword by itself weighs 80 pounds.
Holy
shit!
He swings that shit hard as fuck.
Swinging the fuck out of him, which yields 36,287.4 grams, 1,280 gallons, and about 932 teaspoons.
I want 9,238 teaspoons of Sephiroth's sword.
Oh, shit.
And then you asked me for the volume of Cloud's heart. Which that was a very complicated answer, We can make some generalizations.
All right, now you're talking about the original Final Fantasy VII.
That's
or
the thing.
Remake Cloud.
That's the thing. So we have to choose some things. So I chose, the canon one, where he is about 5'7", and if we do the math on that, his heart roughly comes out to be somewhere between 8 and 10 ounces, and has a cubic volume of 296 centimeters cubic. All right,
Shit.
and then you asked me one last question. You wanted the volume of Cloud's nuts. Also pretty hard to calculate.
Holy shit.
But through some detective work, I have an answer for you.
Were you hanging out in the Italian Senate?
13.73 milliliters.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. I thought Gavin would do the math actually and put it in the comments, but I did not think he was going to bring that shit to the podcast. That's hilarious.
He had he pulled out a piece of paper and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, right? Oh my god. Alright, well thank you for all that information, Gavin. I appreciate it.
Oh man, Gavin, I thought I liked Final Fantasy before I met you, and then I realized that my love for Final Fantasy doesn't even begin to scratch the surface.
Oh my god.
Man.
Okay, let's get back to it. That was fun. But okay, so you didn't like the beginning of the game. I think that the game really does turn when you start fighting more humanoid bosses. I think the big bosses in that game are not nearly as interesting. Their designs are cool, but the actual fight mechanics are kind of just hit them in the weak spot until they die.
You wanna
Get up on the Hydra's back.
You wanna know when I realized I can pinpoint the exact sequence of events and actually the exact moment that I realized that this game...
That you were having fun?
Yeah, that this game is an absolute dog shit.
Uh-huh.
And it was it was Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
When I fucking went into anti-form, I was like, holy shit, that's really fucking cool that they have this mechanic.
Uh-huh.
I really actually like anti-form even if you can't level up because that's just a cool bonus thing.
Right.
And then I went out to fight the swordman, Jumpy Learn guy.
Zaldin,
yeah. And I kept losing fucking over and over, and I was like, bro, like, I get that I'm bad at this video game, but, like, it can't just be me. This is, like, the worst fucking boss fight I've ever experienced.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I realized, like, the key component is that it's not just the amount of, like, it's not just all the combos you can do or all the selections or all the magic.
Yeah.
It's also your party members.
Mm-hmm.
Beast kept making me miss my jumps. I had to get him the fuck out of there. And I was like, wow. Anti-form, combos, item selection, quick selection, magic, party member, like, select, like, this game's kind of fucking sick. And then right when I moved fucking Beast out, I beat his fucking ass.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, it was so easy now. I was like, oh my god, I block his attack and it blocks, and I learn and it learns, and I jump and it jumps and hits. It's so simple. And that was, like, the exact moment when I switched Beast out, and I beat that boss's ass, and I was like, holy fuck. This game just got a lot better. Now that I understand that I have to fucking understand theoretical physics to play this game.
Okay, so let's talk endgame. I think it's got a really good endgame. You didn't do most of it because I did most of it because it's kind of boring. But
we never did that gummy boss.
Oh fuck, you're right.
There's a gummy boss?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
You already told me about it though. So.
Yeah. Plus, there's only like really one way to beat it because it's fucking does so much damage. It's ridiculous. So you guys have you ever 100% in Kingdom Hearts 2?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Okay, so I get the platinum on PS4 because you got to do some weird shit. But one of the things you have to do is you have to beat the gummy boss.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you do that, you get on this fucking the blueprint gummy ships are not good enough to handle some of the endgame gummy ship stuff.
That is true.
Like they're just straight up not good. So you have to make like your own gummy ship, and then with that you're like, wow, none of this is working. Like, what the fuck do I do? And then you go on the internet and you find the best way to make a gummy ship is to just put the fucking ring. Because they always aim for like the center of like the gummy ship cube. You know when you make your own gummy ship.
I see.
So they always aim for the center. So if your
you
fucking
make a
things
ring,
is
they
if you
won't
make
fucking hit you.
exactly, the bullets just fly through you.
That's so ridiculous.
But the problem is that because you have so many like less building blocks, you have like no HP.
Mm-hmm.
So if they do hit you, you die immediately.
Yeah. Glass cannon for sure.
Yeah.
I really like the gummy ship mechanics in 1 and 2. I thought those were really fun.
Yeah. One, I don't like it in 1.
I didn't like it in 1 either.
But
I don't
in
really
2,
like it in 3 either, but I do like it in 2.
I liked it in 3. 3 was fine.
It's okay.
I just like the aesthetics of the first one, where it's like
Yeah.
like Microsoft like Windows
Yeah.
like assets in fucking space.
That's
Okay,
true.
so yeah, my opinion is actually opposite of Robert's. I mean, I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3. I didn't really like it in Kingdom Hearts 2 because it was a lot. It was kind of overbearing. It was a little overstimulating. There was a lot going on. There was a lot of shooting. It felt kind of boring. Those were our talkie episodes.
Yeah.
But man, Kingdom Hearts 1 gummy ships, it was still a little bit too long, but it was fun, and it was like Windows assets.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
It was the trippiest fucking shit. And it
You had
felt...
to use Windows Defender to stop.
And in a way, it felt better that way, because when I went through the gummy ships, it's like, what the fuck is going on? But in Kingdom Hearts 2, it's like, oh, I'm fighting fucking... Not that it makes a lot more sense, but I'm fighting space fucking heartless and space nobodies, going to a different Disney world in a Final Fantasy universe.
It's such like a weird mechanic for them to even use. Like, why does that exist in your game anyway? Like,
Plus, you need some of the items for crafting recipes too, for like to make certain like trinkets and stuff.
yeah, you can get fucking like synthesis drops from those.
And
But-
it is actually really weird, because I feel like in a weird way that type of mini game or game is really popular. I don't know a lot about it, but in I think Tekken 5 or 4 or some shit, instead of playing Tekken, there was an option in the main menu that you could play like a gummy ship mission instead. And that was so fucking strange. So I don't know what the fuck it is about that type of shit.
Mm.
Have you ever played Tekken?
It was in the
5 or 6?
loading screen. When you're loading in, you play on like this old arcade game, I think.
Yeah, and it was the shooting one, and you can just choose to just play that. It was like it didn't stop you. It was
You
really.
didn't have to play Tekken. You could play that. I mean,
You really could. You could start up Tekken and play Gummy Ship Bitches.
All right, let's fucking Christ.
it'll support you. It's fine.
No, oh, I don't want to die. Anyway, let's get back on to some more of our more like traditional topics that we go over because we haven't really done that.
Perfect.
But let's do the music.
You know, it was really weird because you had such a strange mixture of. I'm pretty fucking hypercritical on a lot of music,
Mm-hmm.
but you had a lot of music that was like kind of mid, and then you had like some music that was a little below par. But fuck, did you have some music that was like, God
You
damn!
know that one fucking song when you're floating down onto like the platforms in the water? It's like. That song is fucking sick.
Dude, I don't know. Some of the fucking music is insane. Not even including like Sanctuary and shit, obviously. Fucking, I think it was it Lingering Will? His theme? There was some theme. I think it was Lingering Will. Where like I had to pause and I was like, holy shit. That shit is. That shit was so fucking sick, dude.
And that's a new track to Final Mix, which you haven't played.
True.
And you haven't played.
What?
Have you played Final Mix?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you haven't played.
True.
Final Mix is good. Final Mix has a lot of stuff. Are you noticing like a lot of stuff changed?
I have indeed.
Do you think? What do you think about those changes?
You know, that's.
What do you think about the guy walking down the stairs? Is what I really want to know.
The guy walking
It was
down the
a
stairs.
long
Dude.
fucking cutscene.
Was it 16 minutes? Was it?
It's something like that. I think I put the full time, right?
I think you did.
Yeah. Fuck that cutscene.
That was crazy.
Yeah. What about like the other stuff, like some of the new abilities?
The mechanics look actually pretty fun. I was thinking about giving it another.
Yeah,
another
definitely play Final Mix, and then get it on PlayStation. Get the platinum. You got to beat Lingering Will and everything. You know, get the organization, mushrooms.
Those mushroom fights, how'd
you like the mushrooms?
Like 10 out of 12 of them were really, really fun and good. The funnest one was also, unfortunately, the shortest one, but is what made it so fun. Going in and using Final Fire and the game ends. It's like, defeat this mushroom if you can.
Yeah.
Final Fire. It's over in 2 seconds.
Have you done all the mushrooms?
No.
No?
Dude.
No.
It's just like mushrooms dressed in Organization 13. And you just do random shit.
Yeah.
Like, one of them you have to collect orbs. And that one was still... It was fun, but it was whatever.
It was like that fucking tournament they did back in fucking, what's that place called? Twilight Town? Whatever the fuck that?
Oh,
The
like the struggle battles?
Struggle.
Yeah. What about, have you done the Dad Org?
I think I did a couple of them, but after I beat it, I wanted to do Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay.
But I never beat Kingdom Hearts 3, so I never went back to Kingdom Hearts 2 to do that.
You never beat
stuff.
it still?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
So,
I got
fucking...
into other stuff.
The mushrooms, like I said, most of them were fucking good, and it was just kind of like a fun
yeah.
gag. There's 2 that I can remember, but I'm not going to talk about the second one. I'm going to talk about the first one. The one that was harder than the final boss and 90% of the game. The juggling one was insane, because...
You clearly learned nothing from your time as Roxas.
And that's the thing, Robbie, is I played that ball minigame one time, and it was September 11th all over again in my mind, is how I felt. It was terrible.
Whoa.
It was terrible, dude.
Whoa.
Fuck the people who give a shit about that right now. It's fucking 2020. We're in a war. I don't care. We're not in a war.
We're definitely in 2020.
Yeah.
2. Damn, how many years has it been since 2020?
It's 2022 for Kingdom Hearts 2.
2022 electric.
But yeah, that shit, even playing as Roxas, seeing that and being like, even with abilities, this shit is going to be fucking ridiculous because that ball falls so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then getting into that minigame with all my abilities, having to do the ball carrying thing, and have him getting away from me and having him with different gravity.
Yeah.
Literally felt harder than the last boss. I don't know what to say. Like I
That shit is really hard.
How many dozen hits do you need?
You need 80 to pass, I think.
80.
Yeah.
You can't let it touch the ground, Robert.
Only 80?
Only 80. You have to hit it 80 times with the Keyblade before it touches the ground.
So, I don't know about you guys, but I fucking perfected that juggling shit in Twilight Town.
Did you corner trap it?
You can keep it... There's a little bit of luck, but I mean, you can keep it up easily for about, like... I don't know, I'd get like 120, 140.
But it's different. He has different gravity and he has different fall away mechanics.
Oh, okay. Well,
So, I mean, I don't doubt that someone as
just
artistic
a regular,
as yourself
just
has
a
done
regular
it.
one. I mean, I didn't do this.
Well, go try it out.
It was different.
Yeah,
Load
try it out, Robert. Why
Yeah.
don't you get
I'm
the
not-
actual final
Load it
mix?
up real
I have
fast.
the final mix.
Why don't you get the fucking do it then?
All you gotta do, all you gotta
Shut
go
the
is,
fucking shut up! What fucking? He's so fucking stupid.
Why don't you post it on the NotStalgia Gaming YT fucking VOD channel that I'm gonna make a couple years from now, huh? Asshole, this guy.
Yeah, why don't you stream it on the NotStalgia Gaming YT TTV?
Yeah, maybe
Twitch
marry me
stream.
a couple years down the line. We get a kid in a house together. You know what I'm saying? Tax benefits.
what
Yeah,
about,
fuck that minigame.
What about like the Cavern of Remembrance and the that org?
Cavern of Remembrance wasn't easy. I was just built different. Different. But it was actually really fucking fun.
Yeah.
Because during the beginning I was like, oh, just easy peasy town. And then you get into the ominous hallway of death and you're like, oh, no, easy. This is getting kind of hard. This is getting kind of a little bit hard.
That
It
last
was
wave spawned
so
so many fucking
fucking
enemies.
scary watching you play that. Like, get to the very last one, Jordan's like, yeah, we should probably leave, go save, and you're like, nah.
Well, it's because he didn't say it explicitly. He was trying to give me hints. And I was like, I hate Keyblade. And I just went in and I just fucking did it. Like,
I got the save state though, just in case.
that's facts. But man, it was even like halfway through it, I was like, it's got to be done now, right? It's got to be done now,
There's
right?
so many enemies that spawn.
It was insane, but it was super fucking fun. Really,
And it has a lot of those dumb fucking cube men.
Yeah.
I hate those guys.
Man, talk about the hammer enemies for a second.
But you know how to do the flippy flip swing hitty hit now.
Not consistently. 99% of my nightmares make up those enemies.
No, man.
Just reflect.
Yeah, maybe if you were better.
Reflect
I think it
like
sounds like a
all-
skill issue.
It is. It's kind of like a fear issue, actually. They hit 20 times, they come up, they hit again, and then they come up and supercharge you down to the ground. I don't have enough magic to reflect that many times. Maybe I do, but there's sometimes more than one. Those enemies are terrifying.
Yeah. Fuck. That game's good. You guys just don't appreciate art.
I like the game. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think I specifically said that game sucks balls, but I would play it again. Here's what I think. Kingdom Hearts, just in general, was a good stepping stone for Square to make, like, their modern RPG. I think if Kingdom Hearts had never came into existence, we probably would not see, like, the same types of games. Now, Final Fantasy 15 has a really nonsensical story that you have to play several DLCs in specific orders and watch, like, an obscure Twitch VOD to understand. But
there's a book, an animated series, a movie, and like 5 DLCs.
And the shittiest part about it is you have to, like, pause your playthrough to experience each thing in a specific spot. But regardless, I played the shit out of it. I had a lot of fun fighting monsters and stuff, and I feel like it wouldn't have been the same if they had never made Kingdom Hearts.
I totally agree. And I think while that was a very specific example, that applies to so many games. Kingdom Hearts was a fucking banger. Holy.
What about your? What do you give it? Kingdom Hearts 2?
It's really fucking hard to rate it because it's so shit. So when Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl came out, and I played it, I was like, wow, this game is really good. But it's just another one of those Game Freak cash grabs that I'm going to fall for every time because I love Pokemon. It's in my DNA. And I would say that I rated that game like a solid 7 because the amount of things that they fixed and how much fun I had with it as a Pokemon game. And I can't rightly place Kingdom Hearts at or below BDSP because BDSP was also so shitty of a fucking game. So Kingdom Hearts has got to be, at the very least, a solid 8, if not a little bit higher. So I would say 8 point something. That's like the best rating I can give it.
Okay.
Like closest that I can think of.
Okay, I don't hate that. That's your opinion.
No, yeah, I can't rate it. It's really hard to rate.
What if I hated it? How would you say to that?
Yeah, what if we all hated it?
I think it's very valid for people to not like the game. Like, it does have a lot of problems, but I think, like, if you can see past the problems, the things that it does well, it does very fucking well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the things that it does bad, but the things that it does good is just like
I really
top
like
notch.
fucking hitting a button and watching my character fly around. It's sick as hell when you get the big combo off and the boss's health bar fucking starts going down really fast.
With explosion?
And you're like,
Oh,
yes!
Yeah. I bet, like,
Explosion's nuts.
And, like, that's what makes it, like, so hard to rate as well, is because you can, like, I genuinely do believe that Kingdom Hearts 2 is a shitty game in the same way that Rocket League is a shitty game, in the same way that Osu is a shitty game, the same way that Dead by Daylight is a shitty game. They all do things really bad, and the things that they do bad is very, very persistent, you keep track of it.
Right.
But the things that Rocket League does do good makes it shine. The things that Osu does do good makes it shine. Dead by Daylight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I really have to say about that.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I can't too much. We could have a whole separate podcast for Dead by Daylight, and maybe we will. But
okay,
Whatever you say, Chief.
I feel like you would have a lot to say. You would have a lot to say.
Oh,
I would have a lot to say.
I have a lot to say.
Yeah, we could have. We could do what I'm saying. That would be a fun ass podcast.
I might waste my time on a Dead by Daylight podcast. Fuck that fucking game, dude.
God damn.
That's what I have
Why
to say
you play
about
Survivor?
that game.
Got him. What was I gonna say?
Well,
I don't remember.
We were at rating.
Yeah, I was gonna say something after that.
What would you rate the game?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably same, 8 or 9.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to say it's my second favorite game of all time, but I don't know. Like, yeah. I think it's my second favorite game of all time.
I think you have to. It's not just like how much fun you have. Like you have to look at how much time you spend playing it.
Yeah.
Because it's like even if it like pisses you off sometimes, you
Yeah.
still put the time in, and it's like that's got to be worth something.
Yeah.
So
I 100% disagree with that.
okay, it's okay to be wrong.
Was that? Oh, I thought you were saying that to yourself. I was like, why would you say that you're wrong? Man, I'm fucking. I got a big ego. No, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Because like I have like 2,000-3,000 hours on Rocket League, but it's not on my top 10.
I mean, but you still play it
It's facts.
like all the time.
It's facts.
You know what I think?
What do you think, Robbie? Tell me.
I think that, old games, they don't hold up all the time, Objectively speaking, the game control is kind of clunky, and,
Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
I think objectively the game control is kind of clunky.
I think objectively the game control is perfect.
I think objectively the game control is a little clunky, and it's not quite like as streamlined as a lot of modern games are. But if you're looking at it at the time, it controlled very well, and you flew around and you exploded and shit. Menu surfing in real time can be a little annoying.
Did you see the last couple episodes what fucking Brandon was doing? I couldn't even keep up.
He's fucking fast as shit with it. It's
Dude,
kind of crazy.
Yeah.
He
Really?
threw a
Watch
fucking, like, the most insane Hail Mary potion I've ever seen before. I don't know how you did it.
He got to that shit quick.
I'll have to watch it because I remember, in the episodes I have watched, because I watched the first, 35 or 40 episodes, and I was just like, I don't know if I can keep watching this, but... you really, were struggling with the menu controls.
Yeah.
So I'll have to fucking see it.
Yeah, I was, really heavily, because I, super agree and super disagree with Robbie. Because
with the controls feeling clunky?
Yeah, because it was insane, and the movement is insane.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck, I don't ever want to play another game that has that. I really don't like the menu system, no matter how good I did get at it.
Mm-hmm.
I really like just playing games where I just do the thing, I fight the thing. The menu shit's crazy hard. I'm glad I had a quick menu. If I didn't have that, I'd fucking just die. But what about like tier lists and stuff? We haven't talked about that. Favorite
I mean, I don't know.
characters, enemies,
characters,
bosses, but any highlights at all.
What are your favorite forms?
Final Form? Holy shit! I know we shouldn't even count Final Form, but I'm just gonna say Final Form. What the fuck?
Go in circle.
Final Form,
dude.
Second favorite, Master Form. Almost the same.
It's gonna be
No, they're not.
It's Wisdom. Yeah, I love
No,
Wisdom.
they're not. Robbie just said Final and Master.
You don't fly in Master.
Well, no, I know, but it's like a similar. It's like a step up.
Wisdom is so fun. You don't have brain, no think. You don't need it.
So
get rid of it.
One cool thing that I think a lot of people don't know about Kingdom Hearts, Brandon knows now, but you might not because of how you're speaking. Every form that can use magic has different versions of magic that are also different from Sora's in some way. So, for instance, Sora Fire is just really basic, fire spins around it. But in Wisdom, he homes in on people and chases them down with fire. And then in Master, he does a dash. He just dashes in a straight line through enemies, and it's kind of more AoE. And then in Final,
sometimes.
And then in Final, it's kind of like Sora's, where it spins around you. But because you're in Final, you're gliding, so you can kind of move a little bit with it. But you can also overshoot it. So no, they're different. Fuck you. Don't say
It's
they're
like
the
a
same.
step up.
It's like a step up.
Just because they have two keyblades.
I mean, yeah. You get much cooler looking form with more keyblades.
That's facts. I remember in the very beginning of the game, I hope I get to do this form thing again. That was cool. And then my third favorite form is the anti-form. I love that. That's so fun. It's so shitty.
You like it more than Limit?
Yes.
Damn.
I don't care about Limit.
Yeah, how do you feel about Limit form?
Limit seemed cool as shit.
Yeah, Limit is really good.
I think visually it's not as cool, but you do a lot.
It
more
is
stuff.
cool because it's Kingdom Hearts 1.
Well, no, I know, but you're not having spinning keyblades go around.
Oh, you mean like that?
Visually.
Oh, Ripple Drive is pretty cool. That fucking crystal dome thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool for what it was, but Final Form's unbalanced. Wisdom Form is hella fun. And Void Form was so cool to just squeedy shoom zoom. I don't know how to fucking.
What about Valid Form?
Don't give a shit.
Almost
every other form I don't give a shit.
You think it's
about.
cool for the very first time you ever swap forms? You're
Yeah.
well, I get two now?
Uh-huh.
In the very beginning, you're like, no way, the symbolism to Keyblade Kingdom Hearts 2, this is insane.
Little do you know that number can only go up from here.
God.
Oh my.
And it does in 3. You have 3 separate keyblades, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you switch too many times.
Fuck. Spoilers. World tier lists.
You could also ride Disney rides.
S tier.
Mm-hmm.
Pride
Lands?
What?
Pride Lands?
Damn. Yeah, that actually is probably S tier as well.
Did you like
Pride
the
Land?
Little Mermaid rhythm game?
I did. I did.
Oh my
I really
God.
did. Everybody shit on it so hard. Even the people in Reddit were like, fucking Pirates of the Caribbean was actually a lot better than the fucking mermaid thing. I actually don't fucking experience joy in my life at all. I'm depressed 24/7.
Oh
so
my
I don't like little
I
fucking
just
mermaids.
wish you could pause. That's the only fucking thing. Like, I paused the first time towards the end. I had to go do some shit, and I came back maybe the whole fucking thing again. I was like, what the fuck?
I did that to Brandon.
Oh, you cock, bro.
That's valid. That's valid.
How could you like not being able to hit an enemy at all
Huh?
What?
in the Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh, because when they're
Dude.
not in Moonlight.
It was like I get that even in the beginning they explained to use magic, but that's such an annoying fucking concept, bro. Like I get it, I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Just get me the fuck out of there, bro. What an annoying, stupid, uninspired, boring, artistically not drawn well, shitty, poorly voice acted shit fucking world, dude.
Jesus.
Like S tier, like fucking Lionsgate movie studios and fucking and fucking Jack Skellington and the Christmas Miracle. Those worlds amazing. Every other world fucking A tier, pretty goddamn good.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Pirates of the make me want to move out of my parents' basement. Terrible. Terrible, dude. I never want to go back to that.
Do you
Oh,
mean that
dude,
it's like
I fucking
an
hate that
uplifting
world.
experience?
Because it's so bad. It's uplifting experience because
That's
it's
like
so
it's
bad.
rock bottom.
Yeah, you experience like holy shit.
Like, you know, I no longer want to play video games. I want to get a job.
That's what Pirates of the Caribbean level does to a motherfucker on Reddit.
Oh, man.
God damn it.
God, dude.
Fuck. What about like just overall designs, like of the Keyblades, for instance?
I didn't really give a shit about most of them. Most of them were kind of
Even like design wise?
Yeah, even design wise, most of them were kind of whatever. I even think even the pumpkin fucking Jack Skellington Halloween one was really fucking weird. The one at the very end, the Champion's Proof or whatever the fuck.
The Winner's Proof?
Yeah, that was really cool to see all the mushrooms.
Yeah, there's 13 of them on there.
Yeah, I know. That's what made it so cool.
I liked the black and white world one. It was like big, bulky.
The
That
monochrome?
was okay.
The whistle?
Like visually, at least. I don't even remember what
it's like a bubble
It's like
whistle.
I really like just the base Keyblade, and then I don't know, dude. The base Keyblade is so iconic.
I was talking to Jordan earlier about like designs of the Keyblades before, and I was talking about how I didn't like the design of the Ultimate Weapon in Part 2, but the one in Part 1 looks fucking sick.
Big agree. Big agree. Fucking bosses? Man. I can't even fucking remember a lot of bosses that I gave a shit about. Just the only one that I remember pretty vividly, because we had like a nice chill conversation and I was like doing it so passively, was the fucking Nightmare Before Christmas one. I would just hide behind something and just be like, alright, my magic's back. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, so anyways, Jordan, and then I would just hide behind the hill while he shot like Fire Blast and we'd talk about some random shit.
Who?
The Nightmare Before Christmas boss.
Oh, the one that kidnaps the kids?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
Because the other one.
what did you
much
hide
harder.
behind in the experiment?
No.
Or like fucking Oogie Boogie, like... Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was the only like main series boss that I gave a shit about, and then the fucking jump one was really important because like that was like when I started enjoying the game. Jump and learn.
Oh,
That one, and then fucking the data organization fights. Most of them made me want to like commit an atrocity, but like the 5 that I did do were fucking really good. And it felt so good to beat the pink femboy Marluxia. The fucking Marluxia's fucking ass just beat the fuck out of him because it's 99 Hit him. Fuck him. Pussy.
Fuck.
That shit felt so good. And that's all the shit for bosses that really comes to mind.
Lingering Will, what do you think?
That shit.
I know the episode hasn't come out for you guys, but this is going up after that, so.
Fucking, I thought that, because I watched one of my other friends actually try to beat Lingering Will, and watching him play that was like, oh wow, this boss has got to be really fucking hard, because this guy is dying like almost instantly. And then when I went in to play like Lingering Will myself, granted, spoilers for the episode, I didn't beat him, but I didn't die instantly. Like, you told me how to dodge. I was like, oh yeah, I just dodged through his attacks. It's like Dark Souls, how when they hit you, you roll into them because your iframes and get a hit. Like, it's simple video game. But yeah, he was actually not as hard as I thought, but holy fuck is he really hard. You know what? That actually brings up another point I wanted to bring up. We were talking about it in the podcast. At least so far in the experience, I don't think anybody here is going to agree with me. I think Kingdom Hearts 2 on Critical is far, far harder than Elden Ring.
That's fair. Elden Ring's not that hard.
Yeah, I think Elden Ring is like pretty fucking easy. Kingdom Hearts 2 on Critical.
That was in the episode that went up today, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like if you went through Kingdom Hearts 2 on Critical with dodge roll, you could go into Elden Ring with ass kicking hands, like immediately.
With ass kicking hands.
I don't know. I feel like Kingdom Hearts 2 on Critical is harder than most of the Dark Souls games too. I don't know. I didn't have that much trouble playing.
Never played any.
1, 2, or 3. Not as much as I had with fucking Kingdom Hearts 2, to be honest.
The only reason I say it's not like harder than like 3 is because 3 was kind of the Dark Souls game I really started on. So it was hard for me because I had never played a Souls game. So
Dark Souls 3 was actually very easy.
Yeah, compared to
more than like
1?
3/4 of the bosses were actually like a gimmick that you could easily like do.
Coming back to it now, yeah, I agree. But when I started playing with no experience, Freezy Knight hit me. Not good. You know what I'm saying? Any enemy hit me? Not good. Poison Swamp, touch a little water? Like, it's not fun. It is really fun. It's one of the funnest games I've ever played, but it's not fun. Same can be said for Kingdom Hearts 2. Not fun, but fuck, is it really fun?
Jeez.
Did I already go over my over? Yeah, I did go over my overall rating.
Yeah. Anything else anybody's got?
What are we doing next?
Jak and Daxter.
Alright, here
In
it
Rogue,
first, folks.
And Rogue Galaxy.
Well, we're already doing Rogue Galaxy.
Yeah.
Rogue Galaxy's coming.
Yeah.
What are we doing next, Robert?
Finish it in the next episode.
What are we
Get
doing?
ready to fight the last boss of Rogue Galaxy.
Oh shit,
We're doing Jak and
really
Daxter.
fucking.
What are we doing, Robert?
We're doing Jak and Daxter.
With who?
Jordan.
Yeah, Robert and Jordan do Jak and Daxter, and I will finally be playing a video game on my own video game YouTube channel.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know.
Being in the hot seat.
Kind of nervous, yeah.
You
It's
better
gonna
not
be
fuck
really
up.
bad.
You better win.
Yeah, especially since
First
you guys
try.
all like Jak.
You're not gonna have problems with one, but you might have some real issues with two.
It's weird.
Yeah,
Jak
2
1
is
is like is almost kind of like a children's game, but Jak 2 was not a children's game.
Yeah, Jak 1 isn't going to be too many episodes, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be as in-depth as 2 or 3, because 2 or 3 is really where they start to actually flush the,
Well, Robert,
the
is he
lore out
gonna
of stuff.
100% it? Because it's not that many precursors.
It's not that many precursor orbs, yeah. I don't know, if you wanted to.
Yeah, because I said, when I told him, I was like, yeah, you might go like 6, 7 sessions at the most, depending on how long you guys record.
Yeah.
But if you 100% it, like, yeah, 6, 7 sessions is...
I mean, I'm down as long as it's like interesting to watch.
Yeah, because most of the orbs aren't in fucky places.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to get most of them.
Just get them on your runs. Hell yeah. Yeah, you'll be fucking sure.
Okay, I mean, fuck it. We'll see. But that's gonna be it now.
Fuck you. You know what's really funny? Is that, like, both the Paper Mario podcast and this podcast are only like an hour and 10 minutes. But I feel like we fucking did the Silent Hill 2 podcast for a long time. How long was that?
An hour and 12 minutes. This was an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, but we fucked around for like 30 minutes in the beginning.
That's
Holy
fine.
shit.
Silent Hill 2 is a good game. Kingdom Hearts 2 is a good game. Paper Mario is a good game. Rogue Galaxy looks fucking amazing.
Sequels.
It's pretty fun.
We didn't talk about sequels. Again, we almost didn't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here we go. I'm glad I said fuck you.
So, as far as Kingdom Hearts is concerned, how many of you think that Kingdom Hearts 2 is a better game than Kingdom Hearts 1?
No.
No?
Okay,
No?
so
No chance.
here's the thing, right? When I got Kingdom Hearts 1, I didn't beat it.
Mm-hmm.
I only got to the part where you fought Riku.
Okay.
And I never was able to beat him like as a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I first played that game, I didn't fucking use abilities because of my little fucking pea brain. So I never beat it, and then I went into Kingdom Hearts 2, and then I started discovering all the abilities and stuff, but I never went back to beat Kingdom Hearts 1. So
You would have never survived in Might and Magic 3.
yeah, probably not. But yeah, so just because I've played the entirety of Kingdom Hearts twice now,
Mm-hmm.
and I've never beaten Kingdom Hearts 1, and I never wish to again. Well, actually, you know what? No, there was a time when I did go back, and I beat it on an emulator, and I got to a part where I was like floating around or something, but it was on an emulator, and the emulator wouldn't get past a certain part, and it kept on crashing, and I was like, well, fuck it, I'm not going to beat it then, I guess. I don't know if you'd like to do.
But now you own it on your PC.
Yeah, but now there's so many other things that I would rather do.
Can you imagine having to fight 1,000 Heartless?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? 1,000
What about,
Heartless?
okay, so Gavin, you really like Kingdom Hearts 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know there's a final mix for Kingdom Hearts 1 as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know anything about that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know anything about that either.
There's not that much in Kingdom Hearts 1. They give Donald and Goofy ultimate weapons.
Didn't they have ultimate weapons in the original?
They
Yeah,
had like
Save the Queen and...
Yes. So they have Save the... Actually, I don't know if they have Save the Queen and Save the King in Kingdom Hearts 1. But I know in Final Mix they have like ones that are not those.
Mm-hmm.
Like Goofy, I think, has like the 7 elements is what it's called.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like a shield and it has like a circle with like an element of all 7 elements, and it makes like this really weird pattern. And then I don't remember what Donald's is off the top of my head, but there's some of that. There's a new super boss, one new super boss,
Mm-hmm.
and I think there's some like ability changes and stuff. But Kingdom Hearts, or yeah, KH1 Final Mix is not too big of a difference, but KH2 is definitely a big difference.
Quite dramatically.
Yeah. But I don't remember if original KH1 had EXP0, even if you played on Proud. But I know for sure Final Mix does.
Yeah, I don't know. They probably didn't. Like, people weren't super into...
So, you know, if you ever want to do a level 1 run of Kingdom Hearts 1.
That shit's gonna be hard.
Nah, I couldn't fucking defeat Sephiroth. No way. No way.
People do it all the time.
You
yeah.
could.
You absolutely could.
Gotta get good at dodging.
That's
these
what
cards.
I said.
Yeah, you should do that though. You should definitely go back and play 1 and 2.
Mayhaps I will.
Actually, you can borrow my copy of 1.5, 2.5.
Maybe.
I know you're playing Elden
Actually,
Ring right now, so
Yeah,
I got
everyone's
something better for it. Well, we'll do it afterwards, actually. I
Okay.
have to dig through some shit.
are you gonna give me your copy?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, anybody got any last thoughts? Actually, I know we did this already, but
Kingdom Hearts 2 combat good, story bad. Kingdom Hearts 1 story good, combat bad. Wish it was mixed. I want the stuff from the older games and the newer games, and the newer games and the older games. Good stuff.
well, you're not gonna get that.
Yeah, I know. The sad reality of being a marginalized gamer.
Oh yeah.
The most oppressed minority.
If you're looking forward to more Kingdom Hearts stuff, I think it sounds like we're gonna do Birth by Sleep next with Robert, and I'm gonna force Brandon to watch all of it, and then we can move on to some other stuff with Brandon.
You guys don't need to see me again.
No, you're gonna come back for 3.
You just fired me on
You
this
haven't played
podcast.
Resident Evil 7 yet.
Did I, or did I fire you on the
Wait,
last
Resident Evil
podcast?
7?
No. Are you getting mad at me?
What the
fuck? What emotion
Anyway,
is this?
Look forward to some new content.
Oh yeah, what's the other one? Plug the other one. It was Resident Evil 7 and something else. What was the other one? Robbie. Yakuza. Yeah.
One day.
Yog. Welcome to the Yogs cast, everybody. Don't sue us, please.
Alright.
Simon and Lewis, if you ever want to be on the podcast, just come in.
Just get in here. Just send me a message.
Hang on, I think they're at the door right now. Hang on 1 second.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, come on in.
Oh shit, here they are.
Oi, like me Jaffa cakes and shit cunt.
I fully thought you were going to come in as Christian.
Hey guys, it's me, Christian.
Hey guys, it's me, Yogs cast.
Alright, well, we'll see you guys. Bye.
Remember to say the motto.
Oh yeah, say the motto. And now it's NotStalgic.
$5 football.